I'm like, oh, King Kong, I miss you all day long. You put my heart in a thong.
Hi, how's it going? I'm Bob Schneider, and welcome to my pledge campaign, or whatever it's called. Well, here's what's going on. Recently I sort of was looking back at what I've done in the past, and I realized that my favorite records I've ever recorded were ones that I did on my own. Back in '99, I was signed with the Ugly Americans on a record label called Capricorn. We got dropped from that label, and that's about the same time that I decided that I was going to start pursuing a solo career. And I thought the best thing I could possibly do would be just do something that I really liked or cared about, and screw the record company and what they thought was commercial or commercially viable, which is the craziest thing. I don't even know what that means. So around that time I met this guy Carl Thiel. He had the studio, and I played him some of my songs. He liked it, and we were like, let's make this record. So we made Lonely Land with nobody overseeing it, just me, him, and some really talented musicians. And we spent a long time on it, and it was a labor of love. And then when we were done, we just put it out ourselves. And eventually I kind of got seduced by the record company, big record company, Universal Records, to put Lonely Land out with them. So I did, and put out a couple more records, and then that kind of came to an end. And once again, I was not with the record company, and I met a guy named Dwight Baker, who's a producer that lives in Austin, and I was like, hey, I don't have a record company, but I've got these great songs. Why don't we make a record, a really beautiful record, and just do it ourselves and see what we come up with. And so that's what we did when we made Lovely Creatures. That has 40 Dogs on it, and a bunch of other songs. But again, no record label, nobody overseeing us, just doing it on our own and doing it to the best of our ability. So now, once again, kind of back in that same place. And a bunch of great songs, and once again I'm going to go back into the studio with Dwight, who I've made the last 4 records with, and a lot of the same guys that I've been making the records that I've been making with, but this time without a record company, that old school way of doing it, the way I did it before. And that's where you come in, because it costs money. And so what I'd like you to do is join me and help make this record. It's going to be a beautiful record. It's going to be hopefully my best record that I've ever done. I've got great songs, great musicians. And if you become part of the pledge campaign, or if you join, you pledge, no matter what level you pledge at, you'll be the first person to get the record when it comes out, which we're looking at the beginning of next year. It should come out. And you'll be the first one to get it. And there's all sorts of other stuff, really cool stuff that you can get, like original art, or house concerts, or you get your name on the record, on the vinyl record, on the back of it, saying you were part of it, and you'll get behind the scenes glimpses of what it's like to be in the studio, because we're going to be recording some video while we're in the studio recording the album. So it'll be like you're there with us recording the record, and you'll get a chance to see what that looks like. So I'm really excited about it, and I'm really excited about you joining us, and check it out. There's lots of levels that you can pledge at, so hopefully I don't know how to end this. I'm bad with goodbyes. I don't know how to do it, so I'm just going to say welcome, and I'm really glad that you're part of this project, and thank you, and let's see what happens.